Okay, this is the first official read of 2021. It's a year-long read, and I feel the need to do it with 2 decks, one of which I read with regularly, one of which I don't, and then one of which I feel like we need to soften the interpretation. So, the first official read of 2021, I'm using Zombie Tarot, which I love. I never thought I would. I hate the name of it. Never thought I would love it, but it's a really great card. And it's going to balance off the Housewives Tarot, which I have a very difficult time interpreting. So it must be mostly the pictures in that deck are going to matter. And then I feel like I want to give a synopsis of it with the Lowrider Dashhound deck. And I have a feeling I know why. When I grab these 3 combination decks, it tells me of a little bit of the energy of what's going to be in here. You can look at the books. I don't ever use them. So I'm going to start with Zombie. And I'm going to do the way I typically do. I'm going to deal 12 months. But this time, I'm going to let however many cards want to go from the Zombie deck to each month. Usually I just deal 1, but at this time, I need a little more information. So it's going to be however much I want. And then when I want clarification, I'm going to use the Housewives deck. At the end, I'm going to summarize it with the Lowrider. So here we go. Zombie sticks a little bit. It's like not the best. It's kind of cheap feeling. You can look at the picture on the Housewives. They're really weird.
Yeah, I did.
The zombie pictures are even weirder. I love this deck though. I thought I would hate it because I hate zombies and everything associated with them, but I love this deck. When I went to choose the deck that I was going to use for the 2021, I went with what I was drawn to. So it's not like I'm selecting something that's intentionally has certain imagery. Usually the imagery comes up and I know why. All right, 2021, the read, it is January something. What is it, the 7th, 8th, 9th? Oh, shoot, I missed one of Linda or Trisha's birthdays yesterday, so I got to remember which one. I never know which. All right, here we go. This is... All right, let's move those out of there a little bit. I feel like it might be a lot of cards.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. There they are. Nope. See how it did that? No, 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 no. Those do not want to be read. They let you know when they're ready. That's not ready. There they are. All right. Oh. January, February, March, April, May, June, oh, July, August, September, October, November, December, okay? When I want clarification, I'm going to use Housewives. So this is what came out. January through December, okay? So I will position this here as I read it, but I'm going to read through myself, not the phone. January. There's that little Page of Swords again. Oh my God. Oh my God. How obvious is that? Remember he was the Page of Swords in the last deck? So, February. March, April, May, June, July, September,
August.
August. This is September. October, November, December. Now I'm going to deal, before I even read it, the first one that was like super easy to tell, that was like so obvious is January. Like it's so incredibly obvious without even, I guess I should read it first before I ask for clarification. So, no, I wanted to deal clarification where I wanted it. So I'm going to deal clarification first. I'm going to add the Housewives deck to wherever I feel, I haven't read it. I just kind of looked at the cards as I flipped them. So I'm just going to ask for clarification in certain places and see what comes out of this deck. These decks do like to work together. They are definitely like to work together. So I'm going to just kind of focus on what more information that I need to know or how I need to push the interpretation on. I'm just going to throw them wherever I feel like they need to go without even looking or reading it. Remembering that it's clarification. All right, I threw them out. Here we go. All right. So, this, all right, we're reading 2021. It is January 2021, so it's a little easier to interpret January. Reverse Page of Swords. So I was just noticing from one of my last reads that Donald Trump comes out as the Page of Swords. There's this nice little red-orange carrot hair, and he's hiding, okay? He's hiding behind the corner with his little sword in his hand, okay? But he's in the reverse position. And the Page of Swords is just flailing around ridiculous ideas. I do have Seven of Cups. I think he literally has gone crazy. I mean, it's just pure insanity, and that is associated right here with this. So I am saying Donald Trump is insane. I do also have Six of Wands, which is victory. So, like, we're beyond this. So this is Biden's win. There is no more craziness, and here we go. So the beginning of 2021 is stopping that old business and starting with new. February. Reverse Ace of Wands. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So, let's start with this. Ace of Wands is all about go, do, exciting energy. So, the reverse Ace of Wands is all about going out and starting something new. But it's like, where do we begin? It's fiery energy all over the place with no direction when it's reversed. And when you look at the imagery on this deck and you add that it's like a bone with dead people with a little bit of rotting flesh hanging off of it, the beginning of how to focus our direction and where to begin is very, very shitty of a choice, okay? There's not much left. It's bare bones. Yeah, it's a great new powerful start, but we're starting from freaking dead meat on a bone. So with February, I think really the focus needs to be focusing on the family. That this is all about, Ten of Pentacles is all about family. Extended family. It goes through the generations. It's not just the nuclear family. So, and always, of course, there's a dog, and that makes me happy. So February is like where to begin. How do we even start? We're going to start with the family structure. So this is really like political of what's going to change and how it will begin. For March, I've got the King of Pentacles, and I shit you not, that is Trump. That is Trump, like, in jail. First of all, look at it's the king, right? So, but look at how he's like handcuffed. He's crashed his car. He's got like the moon because he's insane, and it's just like enough is enough. So March is when Trump hears about whatever the fuck is going on. Okay? Ma, you can take a look at that one and flip it and really look at why I knew what that was. April, I felt like needed a couple extra cards. So let's see why. April, I've got Seven of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands reversed. That's about like carrying some load. The Hierophant reversed. So let's start with these cards, okay? This is like making choices and like it's too much change that needs to happen, and we're not all under the same teacher. Okay, so this to me is a lot of disagreement on what we need to do to change. And so what I have here as the start of is like, there's a lot of choices on how we can do this. But if we fuck it up, we're going to rip the baby's head off. And if we do it right, we're going to use, you know, scientifically. So how we do whatever needs to change has to really be well thought out. But the Ten of Wands is about carrying a huge burden, and it's also about martyrdom when it's in the reverse position. So this is like a really big task to take on, and I feel like it's pieces of, I mean, look, it's literally bones. It's pieces of shit of how are we going to fix this dying people. With the reverse Hierophant, I think the imagery here is important. Notice it's like 1960s TV, okay? And back in the 60s and 70s or whenever, people trusted the news on the television. The Hierophant is the teacher. He's the educator. He's the one that people trust. He's the religious figure, and he's the one that people come to for information. In the reverse position, people no longer trust the information. This is a lot about how do we reunite and begin to get over this death thing when we can't get the people to trust the information anymore. So here's the clarification cards, which I haven't read yet. The reverse Knight of Cups. So, okay, shit. So there's a couple of cards that I was just looking at the last reading that Trump came up as. One is the reverse Knight of Cups and one is the reverse Page of Swords. So that's funny. So how are we going to accomplish getting where people can work together? Let's look at the Devil. Let's look at our vices. Well, what is misleading? Okay, so, oh my God, I love this card. Oh my God, okay, so this is what this card means. Aha! Oh, it's debunking science. Okay, the Knight of Cups is somebody who appears to be something that he is that he's not when he's in the reverse position, okay? It appears like he's a good idea to drink that, but it's really not a good idea, okay? And when you put that together with this is completely the reestablishment of the debunking of science. This is the reestablishment of science. How do I know that? This is about fear over vaccine. How do I know that? Because how many things have you heard people say? You've eaten hot dogs and bologna, but you won't put a damn vaccine in your body? And look at everything on this card. Instant coffee, fake cheese, Swanson dinner meals, martinis, cigarettes, chocolate cake, whatever the hell that they, Valium. This is all the shit we put in our bodies all the time. And we are completely saying, oh, but look, the chocolate cake is the devil, right? The vaccine is the devil. Well, we need to really debunk that science because it's bullshit what's happened. So we're in March, right? So January, no, this is April. January, February, March, April, we really start to address misinformation. May, I think we're going to see a change in May, and I have a feeling it's a resurgence of coronavirus. I'm going to just be perfectly honest. With this card, it's strength, but it's also a bullet to the head. And this is the Sun, which is a positive card. But you see how the people are stranded on the roof and like a couple of people are getting away and like shit's burning down? I feel like in May, all of this debunking of science bullshit and people not believing whatever's happening in April is going to lead to a huge problem in May. The reason I think it's coronavirus is because the Sun is the corona. I don't know. I feel like that's corona. I just do. So May, we have a big resurgence. Then I've got all this shit going on in June, plus I clarified it. So let's see what June has to say. I need to put this back on the tripod for June because there's a lot of cards. Okay, there we go. We'll just set it there. Okay, June. Starting with Five of Pentacles reversed. You just had the same fucking card. Five of Pentacles reversed. Jesus. Okay. I gotta tell you, it feels Trumpy. I don't understand it.
It still has impact.
I know. I feel like there's something that's gonna happen here with this. And so I'm gonna see if I can clarify it. think the King of Pentacles is both, isn't it? Where's the King of Pentacles? Came up twice. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Strength again. Didn't the King of Pentacles come up? Maybe not. Maybe I haven't come to it yet. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is January, February, March, April, May, June. June looks calm. Here we go. The first card I had was the reverse Five of Pentacles. The reverse Five of Pentacles is about spiritual, financial, and emotional devastation. So whereas in January we're dealing with Trump, in February we're dealing with the bare bones of what we have left in our families. In March, Trump gets thrown behind bars. In April, now we have this issue of misinformation and about science and vaccination. May, we have a resurgence of coronavirus. Now here we're here at June, where people are financially and spiritually devastated. I think May is going to put us into a shit show in June. I actually have people, I think there's going to be a lot of bunkering, hoarding, people protecting their families with violence. I do think that this is going to cause a rise in Second Amendment pushing. I feel like people are going to say, I have a right to protect. And also I feel like there will be a little bit of backlash about the power of Biden and the rules that he wants to do in order to counteract what happened in May. So people are going to have resistance about the government is going to have a heavier hand in June to try to protect what's happened in May. And there's going to be some resistance about it. And that resistance is going to look a little shitty, to be perfectly honest. And when you put this together, you've got the Emperor, which is the father figure, in reverse. You've got the King of Wands, again, a father figure. You have the King of Cups, again, a father figure. And then you also have the Hangman. These are some big fucking cards, okay? When you put all of this shit together, it kind of says, like, we have got some serious devastation that people don't want to acknowledge. They want to pretend like it's not happening. And they think that they can protect it. And they think that they can do something about it. And they don't want government. This is a rejection of big government. I can do it myself. While these people slowly drown. And I literally feel like with the skull in their hand, this is choking from pneumonia from coronavirus. So I'm not worried about the military aspect here. I feel like this is about people's reaction to heavy government influence after May. The people in America will resist until they die of coronavirus. At which point, they're screwed. And they need help. The cards that I pulled to clarify, because that was a lot of cards, so I wasn't really sure how I was going to read it. I have a lack of movement. And so I feel like shit's supposed to come in and get cleaned up, and it's just going to stagnate. I feel like there's going to be a badass people like, I'll fix this and I'll fix that. And like some Johnny on the spots that are going to try and remedy this, that it's just going to be a bunch of shit. I have also, get this, the death card, right? But look at the death. Salmonella, the flies, the rotting. I mean, this is just what an awesome, everything expires. So all of this resistance just comes down to shitty bacteria that's ready to just go. Everything dies. The resistance finally fades away. And I have reverse King of Pentacles. And I kind of feel like the resistance dying away is going to have to do with some of this old money. So a lot of that sitting pretty on the old money, a lot of this resistance is to hang on to that, but it's going to be no more. Whatever this holdout of American citizens is, and I almost feel like it's anti-vaccination. There's going to be a financial... There'll be a fight. That's the anti-vax. And then people will probably get paid to do it, or they won't get paid, and they'll be like, fuck you. This is all this is science, and then that's what that is. Wow. That's exactly what that is. We'll pay you, and then oh, how come you got paid? Well, I got the fucking shot. All right. Now we got July. So July, look at the picture of July, right? Oh, July. Hidden card. Hang on. I have to read without the phone. So just hang on a second because I can't do it and do the phone at the same time. I had to clarify. Okay, I had to clarify with a card and I peeked at it. All right, here's July. So July should be a time of like vacation, but I do feel like there's a physical threat to our residency at July, and I feel like there's going to be an internal protection of our own self-preservation. This is like people that would go on vacation are going to stay home because they don't want to get their houses robbed. I do feel like there's a certain amount of unrest financially in the U.S. after this June mess over here with this vaccine going on and people holding out. There's going to be, I want to say, a need to reinforce our protecting of our own things, because the people who are desperate for financial assistance that maybe didn't get the vaccine are going to be coming after shit. Those people don't want to work. They don't want to work for it. They want to come in and fight. They want to fight and take and steal. And the thing is, they're like running from death. They're like cheating. Okay, so here comes death, and now I'm going to just get away, and it's like ridiculous. They're like hunkering down to avoid this. This is still the lack of acceptance that there's an actual virus out here that's going to kill you. I also do have in this month the Lover's card, which is awesome because it's a choice. Okay, but let's look carefully at this Lover's card because it's not really much of a choice when you look at it. You've got she's holding the heart in her hand, right? And in his hand, he's got what, like perfume or something? And she's got like chunks of dead skin falling off of her with his ripped out heart in her hand. This is people feeling like they don't have a choice. This is absolutely being romanced into not having a choice. I do feel like this is mandatory vaccination. Now, I did ask for a clarification card on that, and I get the Page of Swords. Now, I don't know if you remember at the very beginning, the Page of Swords has been Donald Trump through 3 readings, okay? So here's the reverse Page of Swords in the first one. My clarification card for what's going on for this lack of choice is the Page of Swords. And look at him there. I'm going to come in and I'm going to debunk all of these choices and I'm still going to cause trouble. He's still in there with his little fucking scissors. He does look like he's behind bars, but look at all the handprints on the bars. There's people that want to hand him scissors. He still has support. For some reason, he still manages to gain support into this people feeling like they don't have a choice. So there will still be some sort of a rallying behind, we don't have a choice. I don't even know what month I'm on. August. Again, we have imagery of vacation. Hang on, I gotta read it. It's okay, they can see. Yeah, so, no,
August.
This is
August here.
September was one card. September is one card. Did I pull September? Yeah. All right, so this is August right here. I didn't need anything for August. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so August, again, wow, this is a long year of people refusing, like, I can go on vacation. There's nothing here that's going to kill me. Again, I feel like people are not taking seriously what this virus is. But then right behind it is the Five of Wands. Now this is fighting. So there's a lot of fighting, but with this deck, look how some people are alive and some people are dead. And they're fighting over body parts. I still feel like at this time, we have not settled the medical issue here. Like there's just no common ground yet. But what I do have is the first time I see 3 of Pentacles. We're finally gonna fucking work together. By August, we have teamwork, even in its earliest stages, which is awesome. It's our first improvement. September, reverse 7 of Swords. Oh, Oh, the Seven of Swords is the thief. I couldn't understand why I had one card for September. So let me look carefully at this. Oh my God. Mom, remember I kept saying September of this year was when everything changes?
Yep.
So here's September. And I did amazing. Amazing. All right, what do we have? Look at this woman on the stairs. Kicking everybody down. Bringing in change. This is all of that old congressional bullshit that everybody bought into. It's finally put to rest in September. It is finally just kicked down in September. Fucking finally. I did pull 2 cards to see what it is. There's a woman that comes into play in September.
Yeah,
for sure. There is a woman.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to come in and make kick ass. There's a woman that's going to kick ass in September. There she is. And she has got fantastic ideas that she puts into play. She's all action. She doesn't give a shit. She's got power to back her up. And she's just beating down this old shit. And she's like, what the fuck, people? She's the Queen of Wands. Why wouldn't you listen to her? What goes with her nicely is the 10 of Cups. This is going to be good for everybody. This woman, whoever she is in September, kicks some ass. Let's check out the rest of the year. Ha! All right, so October, original cards first here. October, this is like, see all the dead people? October is when we finally actually realize the true depth of what we're going through. This is the Fool. This is the start of a new journey. And look at all the people that didn't make it on the journey. But this is who's left and what they're going to start out. And what are they going to start with? They're going to tread right through, and we're not going to overlook this. Also comes with the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is about giving to others. But remember, giving always has a price. It's not giving for free. So we might have some beginnings that are going to take. This is like, see how he's chained? See how he's got the chain to this? And he's being led by this piece of meat. Nothing's for free. Okay? So let's start new, but nothing's for free. And where we have the 3 of Pentacles over here, where we begin to start to work together, now we have the reverse 8 of Pentacles here, where people are not wanting to work together. And what I do take this as is a journey through politics and how to change things, and we do not agree. There's going to be a lot of backlash on how to implement the change, where we start implementing change here, where it doesn't agree, and how we compromise becomes an issue in October. Here's the clarification cards for October. Hard work. A lot of women. So in October, reminds me of Thelma and Louise.
Yeah.
Risk. Hang on. Risk. Gain. Choice. Tarot. Okay. When we can't agree, even though this woman has come in and like kicked some ass, now we can't agree on how we're going to go ahead. I feel like women are going to help us balance out the choices and get through this time. Women are going to have much more of a presence from September to October. They're going to usher in, look at these things. Let's work together. Let's drive through where we can't agree in the past. And I know that it's a lot to carry and we have a lot of shit to clean up. But if we use many hands, make light work. So by balancing out all of these things, we can go in and clean up all of this shit that we've been carrying and get to the next level. So again, this is a strong female presence. Women are going to have a really important part of cleaning this shit up. This is December. This is November, and that's December, right?
Yep.
So November, I have, first of all, the World reversed, 2 of Pentacles, So, world reversed, often people think is the end of a cycle. I also think it is an end of a relationship. And this is when, look, we come out of the bunkers. See how they're in a bunker underneath when the world's on fire? Put us in a reverse position. So finally, I would say this is November. We're going to be able to see an opportunity to come out of. This is coming out of. Even though it looks like the world's on fire, even though it looks like it's in the reverse position. It's ending all of that. It's ending the cycle. It's coming out on the other side. We burn shit down. It's time to come out. But we're going to come out in a totally different direction. The Two of Pentacles is about like making choices financially, making choices between what are we going to do? Are we making financial choices? What do we choose? And it looks like, look at the scientific, you know, and I think that the people who don't agree with science by October are fucked, because by the time we come out of, or November, by the time we like come out of where we're at, they have no choice but with which to participate in science, and they don't like it. But it is what it is. The clarification is the Three of Swords reversed. So something, it's essentially enough people experience the reality and pain of what we're dealing with to finally give in and go with science. When we get to December, I pulled one card and I hesitated like 3 times on the clarification of it. It's a reverse Four of Cups. Hang on. I do feel like I want to clarify that because I'm not really sure how I want to interpret it for December, for 1 month, for a reverse Four of Cups. And I hesitated a couple of times on the clarification. The reverse Four of Cups is about having something in front of you and not seeing what you have, or not wanting to take what you got. I had a card fly out when I was shuffling, so I'm going to use that as a clarification. So with the Four of Cups, I got the Nine of Pentacles. Let's look at this together. Another strong female presence. Okay, I got it. So the Four of Cups is about, like, I don't exactly quite like what I've been given. I don't like what I have. I want those other cups. I don't want the cup that you're handing me out of the clouds. I want different cups, but I'm just good. So it's like a picture of just sitting and waiting and not liking what you're waiting for. But the Nine of Pentacles is, hey, you almost got to 10 Pentacles. You did really great. You got to 9. And appreciate the fucking 9 you have, instead of not appreciating the 3 that you don't, and the 1 that you do. Look at that you got to 9. Appreciate the happiness. So the part of December, I do feel like there's a little bit of discontentment with where we've come in a year. I think people think that this shit's going to get better in a year. And I think that there's a lot more work to be done when you look at the end of the year. We have to start to appreciate where we are financially. Now, I am going to do one more part of this. I'm going to do, read. Mom, you want to separate the 2 decks from each other? I'm just going to push them in a big pile, and I'll let you separate them. You can do it by the backs. It's easy. Okay. And I'm going to use the Lowrider Dashhound deck for this. This is a limited edition deck. It's number 1 of 650. It's a signed deck by, it's Melissa, who's the author? Melissa Witherspoon. She's an incredible author. She made this deck. The reason I want to use it to summarize the reading is because it's a very gentle deck. It's also intended, the way I deal it sideways, because no matter what advice you hear, and that was kind of a rough sounding year. I can't wait to see what woman comes in September and kicks some ass for September and October. So there's going to be a woman in September that kicks ass. And remember I said, Mom, about September, something changes. All right, so let's take a look at what this is going to say and why I'm reading it with the Lowrider.